VicaG podcast. I'm so excited to be here today and with my special guest, who is one of the most amazing humans. He's a great brother. Well, sometimes. The stories I've heard and maybe.
Always.
A great son, a great friend. He's a great godfather, but most importantly, he is one of the best personal trainers I've ever met. And I'm just so happy to introduce to you the founder and owner of BodyLIFE by Ozzy, Osvaldo.
Ooh, thank you. Oh my God. Bueno, pues, keep it going.
Why not? Why not? How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. VicaG and Ozzy D with the big muscles.
What is it? I wanna thank you for your time. I know you're always so busy, and for you to give me the time to be on my podcast,
Never
that's just very heartwarming. So thank you so much. You know I love you endlessly. So 2024, what are our goals? What is your goal this year?
My goal for 2024 is to stop being stupid. and
that's for many of us.
And stop procrastinating from things that I know that I need to do.
Okay.
You know? So if I could do it today, why wait till tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm going to be twice as busy, right? Because I'll be having to do what I have to do tomorrow plus today.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be my main focus. And we'll also, you know, what's always on my mind, and I'm sure everybody's mind, is staying healthy.
Yes.
Somehow keeping that resolution, you know, whether it be to continue in the gym or to start in the gym.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Well, we know that a lot of us start the new year. What is my goal? Mm-hmm. And this year, quiero perder peso. Para el verano, verme fine. You know, like that's a lot of people, not just myself, but a lot of people.
So that's your goal?
That's my goal, is to shred, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see my body at its peak.
Okay.
I'll be 45 this year.
Ooh,
so
what?
I know.
No, my God, you look like 28.
Oh, thank you.
Living in the US.
Sí, porque ponme en el rancho and you're like, damn girl, you're 60.
No, you look great.
Thank you. But at 45, I want to be able to challenge my body to see what it could do and how I can shred. And I just want to see it, you know? Mm-hmm. I know in my mind I already see it, so I know that I physically need to work for that. And I know that you're going to help me get to that goal.
Yep.
Because you've helped me get to many other goals physically, and it's just amazing. But what do you recommend for someone that has not done anything all of 2023, but they're here and they're tired of how they felt or how they looked? But most importantly, how you feel, because you feel so yucky. How would you recommend them to start?
Yeah, well, I think the number one rule is to make sure that if you want to start a workout plan, you start out very easy, you know, little at a time, stretching, taking time to learn how to breathe right. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but as adults, one of the things we forget to do is how to breathe. And sometimes, you know, it happens to all of us where we have to be like, wait, relax. Why am I getting so angry? Wait, relax. Why am I getting so stressed? You know, and sometimes we just need 10 breaths and everything falls into place.
Right.
So I think, you know, when it comes to starting a new workout plan, you definitely want to take it easy. You definitely want to make sure that you stretch. You definitely want to make sure that you warm up. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to start for the first time, maybe, you know, hiring a personal trainer, somebody that, you know, somebody that's going to teach you how to use the machines or move your body properly without any injury.
Right.
You know, because then once injury occurs, then, you know, that person goes back to, and that's why I never wanted to do it in the first place.
Exactly.
And no, we should never see working out as a bad thing. It's always going to be good for us, no matter what.
Exactly. I agree. And a lot of times I feel like you hit it right in the nose. Like I injure myself and now I'm laying here doing nothing, right? I feel you as a personal trainer, and I think it's who you are as a person. You're not judgy. And I see how you help so many people, not only myself, because Ozzy, guys, I was going through a breakup, and you know, you go through a breakup, you're sad, you just want to be at home by yourself. tell me why he would show up at my door, knock, and I'd be like, what are you doing? He's like, órale, vete a cambiar. And he would drag me to my room, push me in their dress. Cámbiate, I'm waiting for you. Because I don't have a car, so I wouldn't go. I'd be like, I could take the bus or Uber. But you're in such a state where you're just like, I want to be left alone. And he dragged me there to the gym. And because of that, I lost like 30 pounds. I got back into, I just felt amazing. And that's thanks to you, because I got back to knowing who I was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not just about how you look, but it's about how you feel.
Exactly.
Can you attest to that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've all been there.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would like to be some kind of hope for somebody that maybe somebody I wish I would have had in a moment where I felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think of how I felt and maybe what I needed. And since I know you, we've been friends for many years. And, I feel like I know you well enough to know that, I need to push you that extra mile, just because, because you needed it at the moment.
Right, yeah. But it's not only with me, Ozzy. You do it for so many people. And I've heard, and maybe you don't know, but they've come to me and said, ¿sabes que mi vida ha cambiado? Mucho porque vengo aquí con BodyLife. Porque Ozzy me ayudó. Y no nomás es BodyLife, eres tú personalmente. Porque dicen, yo estaba deprimida, estaba sobrepeso, tenía todos estos problemas, pero llegando aquí porque Ozzy me ayudó y me estaba aconsejando, y me siento mejor. And I'm like, man, that's badass. You know what I mean? Like, you have that. Like, you are literally saving people's lives. You may not know that or see it that way, but you are. So that to me is BodyLife, right? Like, that is one of the things. And I think that's what drives you, right? To wake up and do it every day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, gracias a Dios me tocó una familia increíble.
Oh, yeah.
Unos padres excelsos, o sea,
Sí.
mis respetos para ellos. Mis hermanas son el apoyo incondicional siempre. O sea, me tocó una familia tan hermosa, tan bonita. Hemos creado una armonía con mucha paz, con mucho amor, obviamente, pero más que nada mucha paz. Siempre tratar de ver el mejor para cada uno, para, cómo ayudar a que si uno está estresado, nos apoyamos mutuamente. Últimamente más ellos a mí. Muchas gracias. Pero a lo que voy con eso es de que cuando yo trabajé en muchos gimnasios antes de abrir, BodyLife.
Yeah.
Y creo que the number one thing that I noticed was that everything's so dry. It's just so cold. It's so, not dry, I'm sorry, so cold. Where it's like, here's my credit card, you're welcome.
Yes.
And it was like a transaction. It was always a transaction. And I wanted to create a space where it can be, not just be a transaction, because obviously, there's bills to pay, and I wish I didn't have to charge, to be able to, but unfortunately there's bills, there's other things that need to get done and paid. And so, but I feel like I wanted to create a space where people didn't feel like, oh, they just want me there for my money, or they don't even care if I show up.
Right.
And working at those big gymnasiums, I realized that I wanted to be able to try my best to have contact with every single person that walked in through this door, these doors, and I feel like I do. And even people that no longer come anymore, I feel like I still try my best to stay in contact, to say, hey, don't forget about me, but also don't forget about your body and your health and you, because I hope that when they hear Ozzy, or they see my name, my face, or they hear a song that I play here, after time, hopefully it doesn't just remind them of like, oh shoot, I gotta work out. Like, no, I have to also take care of myself. I have to worry about myself. And sometimes we get so lost with family, friends, work, that we forget about ourselves.
Yes.
So this space, I am glad that I'm able to provide that for the members, and also that homey feel. Like, I understand. I also, through my 10 years here, I realized that there's a lot of people that really don't have a close family knit, or they're not close to, or they're very loners, or they're very, and it's okay, but I realized that if I can provide a little bit of what my parents and my sisters provide for me at home, all the time, right? If I can do it for that 1 hour that they're here, or 2 hours, or whatever it may be, that's great. You know, because maybe you don't need it because you do have a family with you, but maybe somebody else that walked in through that door really needed that hug that day.
And that's one of the things that I love. Ozzy will stop class. If someone comes into class, he will go and acknowledge them. You would give them a hug, and it's like something that is very welcoming, and people love that. And every single person that walks in through that door will get a Ozzy hug and a hello and a welcome.
Even if you don't want it.
Even if you don't want it, you're gonna get
I'll be like, I'm a hugger.
And it's so awesome. Me encanta. Pero tu slogan, porque me quiero, me cuido. How did that come about? How do you live it daily?
When I was 16, I had a horrible car accident. It almost took my life. And so I was in the hospital for 3 days. And it was, for me, during that time, I just remember the doctors just telling me that they don't know how I was still alive, So I just remember thinking like, man, I think I have it's like my second opportunity to maybe snap out of it and stop acting a fool. And what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And at that point I realized, you know what? They helped me out so much in that hospital. Louis Children's Hospital, hey, shout out. It felt like a vacation, it sounds horrible, but it really did feel for me like a vacation. They treated me so well, and I'm like, you know what? I think I know what I want to do. I want to help people, right? And I thought my way of doing so was going to be through law, and maybe it was because my parents really wanted me to do that.
They really wanted an attorney in the family.
Yeah, and but then it turned into more of the physical aspect, because then I started working out, and by the time I was 18, I got my first certification to become a personal trainer. Mm-hmm. And then from that point on, as I started working at the gyms, it just grew. I grew more of loving my body, of how I was able to transform it into what I wanted to transform it into.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So then I just remember, in the hospital, I said, if I take care of myself, it's because I love myself. So if I don't love myself, then I don't, and I do want to take care of myself. Right. I also have asthma, so my parents have always instilled in us that we have to be active. We have to be in some kind of sports, some kind of dance. We danced for many years. I did every single sport in the freaking manual book, because my parents just wanted to keep us busy,
Right.
And so, I think it's just always been a part of me. And during those 3 days in the hospital, I realized I need to take care of more of my body a little bit more.
That's awesome.
Because my asthma, my lungs need it, my body needs it, and my mind also.
And you know what? A lot of times you hear people, I have asthma, tengo este problema, tengo esta... Se limitan ellos solos. Y creo que es mental, most of the things.
Yes.
Because I see you, how you work out, how you teach the classes. By the way, his classes are not low impact. They're kind of high impact, but you do it as you please. But he teaches it at a high impact level.
Which is your favorite class of mine?
Which one? Mm-hmm. Zumba. Okay. That's my favorite. Zumba is my favorite. The other ones make me I like them. Mm-hmm. Pero, and Buns and Guns.
Oh yeah.
That's another one.
I love that one.
I know. I don't know why, but I need those are my two favorite. But the way you teach, I'm like, este no tiene asthma. He's just saying that, But then I
got sick.
Well, you just got sick not long ago because of it. Pero no te limitas. Nunca te veo que estás enfermo. Obviamente porque te cuidas. Pero cuando escucho a personas que dan o se limitan, es cuando I'm like, oh my gosh, you're just being lazy. You're just limiting yourself, me duele la rodilla, me duele esto. Pero a la misma vez es porque pesamos tanto, ponemos tanta cosa en nuestro cuerpo. Mm-hmm. We don't take care of it, right? But funnier is how we take care of a car or a house, but we won't take care of our bodies the way we take care of those cars.
Funny is that we take care of our significant other.
Yes.
100 times more, better than we would treat ourselves. And and I feel like it should be everything we give, we should also receive. But if we're not receiving it, then we provide it for ourselves.
Yeah, and I think that's important. You need to love yourself the most in order to be able to be.
I tell everybody here, I'm like, especially, maybe we have like, it's probably like 75% women, 80% women, 20% men. So for the most of the women, that I talk to, I say, most of them are married, and so the ones that I'm talking this with, I tell them they're the pillars of their family, they're son el pilar de la familia. Sí, el hombre de la casa es el techo, pero ellas son el pilar, el que sostiene que esa casa no se derrumbe, So, I think sometimes them listening to that, it kind of gives them a different perspective, or at least that's what I am trying to provide, a different perspective, because I know that maybe they feel guilty because, they have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, and they each need attention from that one poor woman, and so I feel like just kind of, and I say it all the time, and I sound like a broken record, but it is what it is, and that is the reality. And the sooner they understand it, the sooner they're gonna understand too that there are issues or there are problems within their family, work, school, whatever it may be, they will be able to resolve a lot quicker. Exactly. I'm sure that you realize that, and that this doesn't go for women, and it's also for men, right? Yes. For everybody. Just using some kind of platform, whether it be working out, whether it be getting a massage, whether it be getting a facial, heck, getting a pedicure, right? A manicure, something, because just sitting there and not doing anything and not even being able to grab your phone because you're just, that's all you want to do, but it just makes you feel relaxed.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And I mean, everybody needs it.
Everyone needs to know how to love themselves and how to treat themselves. Like, take yourself for a massage, a mani-pedi. Like, it's hard, I understand, for mothers. But I see how if mothers would take care of themselves, how they take care of their children, even their children, I think that they'd be okay. Just get out there, get active, do something. We have 24 hours in a day. And the way I see it is, if you sleep for 8, you still have a couple of more hours, right? Una hora que le pongas a tu físico is not going to hurt you, So get active, guys.
And it doesn't have to be every day either.
And it doesn't have to be every day.
Especially if you're going to start, do not do it every day.
That's key.
Because then you're going to be so sore, you're not going to be able to move.
Oh my, that's the worst.
You're going to do it all 1 week, and then you're going to be off for 3. And then February's here, Día de la Candelaria, tamales. Ay no, ya mejor me espero marzo. Ay no, you know what I mean? And then you keep pushing it away. Like,
we do, and then June comes and we're like, where's my summer body, girl? It's in the Candelaria.
Yeah, you see, I need your help. I gotta lose 20 pounds.
How are you gonna lose 20 pounds in 20?
I'm a personal trainer, not a miracle worker. Even though I claim to be, but, not that fast.
I can't make magic like that, guys. I think that is important, right? Don't overbeat your body, right? I've done it, and I remember. We've
all done it, yeah.
I remember. I think it was it high fat? No, it wasn't. It was when you were, the gym on the north side. I went and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I was throwing up, guys, like, because it was an intense work. It was I remember, it was a new year, me levanté, eran las 5, 6 de la mañana, I went, and Ozzy really kicked our butt that day. And I threw up. But it was because, 1, I wasn't eating well. 2, I started on really hard, like, I was working out too much. And then I stopped. Right? Like for 3 days, como tú dices. And then, ya me puedo mover más. Okay, fine, I'll go back. Pero es uno de esos donde no tienes que ir todos los días. Abs are built in the kitchen. That's what he tells me.
You still gotta work out, but
you still have to work out, but you have to also eat. And so it's important that people understand that working out every single day when you're just starting is not something you need to do. So 2-3 times a week, you say?
3 times a week.
3 times a week. Yeah,
and also plan on it. You have to plan. Yes. You have to say, I'm gonna go Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna be there. You know? Whether I have a headache, whether I'm too exhausted, whether the kids are, they need my help with home, whatever it may be, like, we need to organize. If you don't organize yourself, you're not going to do it.
No, you're not. And you really wouldn't.
And especially if you plan on, like, you're supposed to also have times, when am I going to eat? Okay, 7, noon, 3, and 5, or whatever it may be. And if you don't have your meal preps or your meals ready for that time, then you're not going to eat it, right? Because it's 3 o'clock, I gotta eat. Oh no, but the kids, everyone's pulling you away from that.
Yes.
And then you don't do it. So you have to organize yourself. You have to say what days you're going to work out. And again, you know, when people come here, I ask them every single time. I'm like, when do I see you again?
Yes.
Like, how this week? What days am I going to see you this week? And it makes people think like, okay, Monday, Tuesday, yes, and also Friday, Saturday. Now they know that they have to come. Why? Because they know that I'm going to hold them accountable. Like I'm waiting for them. You know.
And that's the thing. That's important because when you ask me, I'm like, ¿Cuándo te voy a ver, Vica? I'm like, oh, I'll be here tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, ya le dije. Even though I'm in bed. And he can be like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Me tengo que levantar porque ya le dije.
Yes.
And then this morning, he woke me up.
I'm like, hello.
Yeah, with the message. I was like, oh, son of a biscuit. I need to make it to Zumba because Zumba was at 9. I did get here a little later. He does Zumba's a little shorter, but he made it longer for me. Thank you so much, by the way. That makes me feel so special.
I'm like, oh, llegaste tarde. Eso fue plan con maña. You're getting the full 45 minutes.
And then you're like, good morning, Vica. And I was like, oh my gosh, the whole class is going to look. And then sure enough, everyone turns and looks at me and I'm like, I'm here. But it's fun. It's such, I love it. You know, I love how your mom and dad have raised you guys. Like, you guys are awesome people. Literally. Janet does my hair. And your mom helps her there. I mean, it's just, I love the family unit. And I feel as though that has also shown you a lot of principles, morals, and values, which people, when they come in, they feel, you know? Y eso es tan bonito.
Yeah.
You know, vemos a Doña María aquí que te está ayudando. We're like, you know, like she's such a mommy. So.
My dad doing Zumba.
And your dad. And your dad doing Zumba. And I'm like, is he doing Zumba? Is that... No sé qué a dónde ha ido, usted sabe que lo queremos. So it's so just beautiful, right? And your mom is really the anchor of you guys, you know, like she'll put you in your place if she has to.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
For sure.
I love it. Me encanta. Pero what is next for you? Like, what does 2024 look like for you?
2024 looks like growth.
That's good. That's awesome.
Not only personal, but also in the business side. God willing, we'll be moving into a big nueva casita very soon. So I'm super excited about that. Thank you. Thank you.
Que mucho. It's like, así vamos a estar cuando finalmente, you know? It's like,
oh my God. No, hombre, esa fiesta de apertura va a ser
tremenda. Your dad's gonna be the one in the front with the tequila bottle.
Yes. I'm probably gonna pass out like half an hour into it. No, but I mean, it is. I'm excited about that. I think that is my main focus right now. And you know, just making sure it follows through and it happens. And you know, it's been a long time coming. We've been working at this for a couple of years. Yeah. And you know, so my family and I and everyone around us, you know, I think is ready for this next chapter.
Of
that
course.
We are very excited to provide for everybody that wants to become a member.
Yeah, just to see it, you know, like it's been talked about, it's already in the making, and we can't wait. I know I can't wait, you know, like I could just smell it. Like, oh my gosh, va a estar así.
It's gonna smell sweaty.
Okay. Estoy hablando de la limpieza.
Oh, yes.
De lo nuevo, okay?
Oh, yes.
Entonces, creo que it's such a great place. It's going to be beautiful. And I know that's going to be like amazing.
It's definitely, I hope that dream that I've been having for a couple of years, I can actually make it happen to real life.
Porque pues ya está allí, ya estás, ya vas llegando.
And you're going to love this dream. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's incredible.
I am certain I will love it. And what else besides personally? You did tell us that you're gonna, you know.
I'll be with the building, but then also I think personal growth, like me myself, just working on me myself and I, focusing on continuing with my health, you know. So continue working out. I am gonna try to eat a little bit better. Because I think that
can I hold on?
I know everyone listening is probably like, "Gay."
Yeah. So So yesterday estábamos platicando y no sé qué estábamos haciendo algo en la computadora y llega Osvaldo y se sienta al lado de mí. So he's sitting next to me and he's going through his phone. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I need to get better at my body. And I'm like, excuse me? I mean, he already looks like very model-esque. Like, he doesn't need anything. I says, que no estoy comiendo bien, y que estoy I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. So with him saying...
Es que se siente. Like, you feel it. Come on, you feel it.
Well, you do feel it, but you... And okay, no te ves.
I mean, it's hard to believe, but I am human.
I know, we think that Ozzy es como un robot, ¿no? Like, así. And so when he sat down, I'm like, ¿cómo que se siente? ¿Cómo que tiene que comer? I mean, because he could eat probably, I don't know, 20 tacos?
About.
Yeah, right? But you saying that, to me, it's like, ay, por favor, si ya pareces modelo. But I get it. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so eating a little bit better in the sense, like, I want to make sure I eat at my times, at my structured times. I do like eating about 5 to 6 times a day.
That is stressing me out.
And lately I've been eating about, 3 to 4, so that's not... Yeah, so believe it or not, it does make me feel like a little slouchier.
Okay.
So I need my metabolism to be working a little bit faster, so I have more energy, and so I have more, especially now with the building, with the new gym, I want to make sure that I have all the energy in the world to be able to be there at 100% all the time.
That's awesome. So Ozzy's helping me to get to my shredding goal. He's like, okay, you have to eat like 7 times a day. I'm like, excuse me, sir? Like, how many times? 7 times a day at least. I right now just eat probably 1 or 2 meals. Right? Like I wake up at this time and y estoy llenísima, but
yeah, no. But also like what size are this? How big of a meal is it?
I don't have a big meal. Like for instance, I'll have like un taco. Si me como un taco, no más. O una ensalada.
Well, then that's the problem.
Like I don't eat a lot.
People either eat too much or you don't eat enough. And you fall in the you don't eat enough.
Yeah, and I don't eat enough. And I have a guilty pleasure, which is Confiésate. Me encanta la coca. O sea, I love a nice cold Coke, right? I won't have it every day, but sometimes I will. Like right now with the holidays, una coquita aquí con mis tamalitos así. Entonces yo sé que eso es algo que voy a tener que eliminar poco a poco. Y ayer me dijiste algo interesante. You don't have to let go of all the food right away. You just have to start introducing more food, healthy foods, obviously, to your body. I was like, oh, okay, so no tengo que dejar mi coquita.
My God, interesante.
But it's stressing me out.
That's true, yeah.
It's stressing me out to prep for 7 meals.
I mean, okay, so it's not like, they're not full meals. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some of them can be snacks. Some of them could be a wheat bagel with a little bit of low-fat cream cheese. You know what I mean? Like that's a little snack. An oatmeal in the morning with maybe a banana. Yeah. But don't think that for those of you that eat once or twice, pero es un platonón así de este pelo. No. You're not going to be eating that in each meal. What you're doing is you're pretty much, for those of you that eat a lot, you're breaking those 2 meals into 5 to 6 meals. Instead of eating all of that in one sitting, you spread it out within 3 meals. Because there are people that do eat a lot. I used to be one of them. I used to eat a whole dozen tortillas every single meal.
No way. ¿Una docena?
Yes.
Well, wait, are you the one that used to eat 2 Whoppers?
I used to eat 4.
4 Whoppers? He's like, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, that's right. I remember you mentioning. I was like, ¿qué? ¿Cómo? Like, I can't imagine. But I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna try.
Eat 4 Whoppers. I don't do that anymore.
I will not eat 4 Whoppers. Yeah. Nomás voy a tomar una coca. Oh my gosh, 4 Whoppers? I can't imagine. I buy a Whopper Junior y ya me siento hasta acá. And sometimes I wouldn't even eat the fries. Yeah. But yeah, 4
Whoppers. I used to love Whoppers.
I could go for one now. We may go get one after this. Just kidding. All right, so we have your new building with the gym, grand opening, and stay tuned for that because you guys will have to show up. And then you have your personal growth, obviously, and your health.
Mm-hmm.
And what other thing you think you're gonna want to do in 2023?
You mean 2024?
2024, I'm sorry.
2024, what else do I want to do? I am going to allow myself to enjoy some time off.
Nice.
So I just recently got back from a family vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I hadn't been to Mexico with my family in 8 years. And being over there, my family was like, hey, by the way, like, don't forget about us.
Yeah.
You know, we want to see you, and we love seeing everything that you're doing, and we know you're a big old Ozzy Deep in Chicago, you know. But
Así te dijeron, Ozzy Deep. En la manzanilla de La Paz.
In the Manzanilla Hills. Shout out to the Manzanilla Hills.
Hey. A party town at that, guys.
Oh, yes. And so, you know, and it's so true. You know, like I met my nephews, nieces and nephews that I hadn't met because they're, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. And so I met them, and we,
nice.
You know, so, and their parents are the ones that come up to me and they're like, hey, you know, we want our kids to know you. And so, you know, so I think it's also nice to see that, you know, that it's true. Like sometimes we get so focused on, you know, we're so quick to do all the urgencies that we have going on in our life that we're not quick to actually focus on the important stuff, which is spending time with family. Like
stop, smell the flowers, and just enjoy time.
Or whatever it is that makes you happy, you know. And to me, spending time with my family is one of the, like my top things to do to make me feel better, to feel happy, to feel at peace, you know, because they're very quick to, you know, remind you where you come from and who you are.
They humble you down
and
real
who
quick.
you are,
We're like,
real
sit your
quick.
ass down real quick.
But they also remind me of where I have to get to. So I love them, you know. I love them.
El Ozzy, and then we're like, I'll be like, okay, yeah.
They're like, cálmate, Osvaldo.
Don't you tremble? Like my mom can say my name in a certain way y ya estoy yo como que, ¿qué dije? ¿A quién le falta el respeto? ¿Qué dije así? Mi mamá nomás dice Verónica. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I say? You know?
For my mom, I know it's bad when she names all three of us. When she's only talking to me. You know what I mean? Like she's talking to me, she's like, Osvaldo. I'm like, oh my god, she's mad.
She's mad, watch out. I know, it's amazing. But our families are such amazing people that have helped us create. Obviously, they created us, right? Like,
my God,
our
amazing creations.
I know. No, a veces le digo que cómo nos han enseñado los valores, la moral. It's just everything because it's so unique, right? And the way our parents are just. They raised us how they could have, right? Because they didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Obviously, they had their parents, but it was different, right? And then I have to give our parents, my parents especially, a little leeway sometimes because I'm like, oh, they don't know any better, you know? Like, they did the most that they can. But they did a hell of a job.
Yeah. A little cuckoo at times, but she
Eso no, me dijo, no, pero es cierto, así, like, we're crazy as hell. And I'm like, man, imagine if I didn't have my mom or dad, you know, que nos jalaran la rienda un poquito. Imagine, crazy.
Oh, yeah. We need to have that, and I think it comes the same with the gym. Like, we need that, somebody holding us accountable.
Yes.
You know, because otherwise, we do whatever the hell we want. And sometimes what we want to do isn't necessarily what you are supposed to do.
We know that's right. And so, like, guys, if you can come visit BodyLife, I recommend you come and visit. 3757 South Campbell
Avenue.
And it is in third floor. And guys, just come, just visit, you know. I'll give you a first class free. Me la cobras.
I'll put it on your tab.
Thank you for doing this for me and with me. You're an amazing, you're friends, and you're just an inspiration, and you've done so much for me, physically, emotionally, mentally, to get to that state. And I can't wait to see how I look in June, because I'm shredding, y'all. I'm saying this right here. So Thank you, Ozzy. I love you so much.
I love you. Thank you so much for having me.
And I want to tell you that, tell everyone that he's also going to be having a race in September. So more details will come on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then your clothing, aren't you going to have a clothing line as well?
Yeah, so definitely have our new clothing line coming out at the end of January. So it'll be coming soon.
Yes.
And we also have our Mother's Day event coming up, which is in the day before Mother's Day. So that Saturday we have it at Mi Tierra restaurant. It's also a brunch style, and it pretty much is to invite the purposes that as our parents get older, and so do we obviously, but as they get older, maybe bring our moms so that we can kind of help her be a little bit more active if she's not, and if she is, well then she's going to enjoy the workout that I provided that day, because I make it fun. It's nothing crazy. It's mostly more dancing more than anything, and just shaking the hips and making it fun. Making it fun. So if you're a beginner or intermediate or advanced, it's going to be a good class no matter what strength level you're in.
That's awesome.
And then we have the run, which is going to be this fall.
Hopefully. Yay, I'm excited. So where can people follow you? Where can they buy your merch if they're interested?
Yeah, so we have our website, www.bodylifebyozzy with a Y, Ozzy.com. You can definitely check out our website. We have all of our items, our clothing items, our alcachofa body shred, which are my babies. Alcachofa is my baby. It's a fiber that is gonna just help you just flush everything out in a very,
if you're bloated, it'll go away.
Nice and peaceful way. Nothing of giving you the runs or so it trains your body as to how it should work. It doesn't force it to work in any way.
That's amazing.
So my alcachofa is my baby, so that's a great product. If you want more information, check it out on our website, or obviously contact me and I will be happy to give you the info. And you can also follow us on social media, BodyLIFE by Ozzy. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, Uber Eats, Snapchat.
OnlyFans, no te creas.
Todavía no.
I know. No, but I was going to say about the website, just go on the website, you'll find everything there. If you have any questions, concerns, he will actually answer your DMs. Like, I love that about you. They send you messages and you respond. And if it's not him, it's someone else. Just kidding. It's still you.
I'm gonna connect you with
Osvaldo. But thank you so much again. I'm so excited that we did this. Guys, please, BodyLIFE by Ozzy, and we will see you soon.
Porque me quiero.
Me cuido. Thank you.